shorts.
There we go.
All right. You ready?
Yep.
Welcome everybody to my first ever broadcast of MVP Live. And here with our guest today, Mr. Eric.
Yo.
From MVP, bus operator, co-worker. He's going to be here for the rest of the show with us. And let's get this show on the road. Welcome, everybody. Once again, I want to thank everyone that's here. The first time ever, me doing my MVP show live. And if you're watching this as a replay, I want to thank you for taking your time to watch it. Please share. It's going to share so that everybody can get to watch this.
Bam!
Yo, what's up, everybody?
A throwback for that ass.
Man, we came a long way. So, guys, we are celebrating our 4-year anniversary of MVP Live show.
Yes, peoples.
AKA Two Transit Misfits.
AKA MVP Live Show. AKA Two Transmissions. AKA the freight train that it is.
Yeah, man. Looking back at that video, oh my God.
Cheers, brother. 4 years and counting.
Cheers.
It's still going, regardless of what they say.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Still going. Salud.
We pull the brakes off this train wreck. We're gonna go right through.
Oh my God, it's horrible.
Yeah, but you know,
myself making a drink.
But it was fun. It was fun.
It still is fun. It's still
never thought a million. If you could see in the beginning, I'm saying my guest, because prior to that, I had done it the first time trying it out, and you actually called up. It was
the elevator music.
Yeah, with my elevator music. What's the word? Did you remember what it was? I kept repeating.
Oh my God, I can't remember what the word is.
It was something that
basically. So
basically, that's right. You even made a video with it. Basically, yeah. So you could have had a drink game with that thing. Basically, yeah. And you called up and you was like congratulating and hoping everything goes well.
Yeah, sounded like Darth Vader.
Yeah.
Oh my God, it sounded horrible.
You sounded like something was going on with your lungs.
Mm-hmm.
And then hey, I brought you in. You didn't want to leave. 4 years later,
took over the show.
Pretty much, he was like that. That uncle that comes to visit and just freaking stays.
You notice the introduction is Mr. Eric, and then he got blank. Like,
yeah,
Eric. I'm like, what the?
Yeah, I couldn't think of whether to say.
You didn't know what to say.
At that moment, I still didn't know the R.I.P.
Right.
I still didn't know. I never had.
People still don't know what that is. They go,
you told me.
Like, what the fuck
now I know. Yeah, so that's why when I went to say that word, I just stopped there. I said Eric Rip Blunt Garcia.
Yeah, for those that don't know, my Facebook account is Eric Ripbro. Eric Ripbro Blunt Garcia. Ripbro is R.I.P. to my brother who passed away. That's why it's in there, Ripbro. The people be like, what the hell? I know when somebody don't know me. When they go, Eric Ripbro, and I'm like, fuck is Ripbro?
I mean, I only knew you by Eric and Garcia. But when I saw the R.I.P., I was like, I was not even. I didn't even want to ask. I was like, oh God, what if I ask you something real embarrassing or something he don't want to talk about? And here I am. Hey, what does the R.I.P. mean? Yeah, no. And you could have been like, just means rip, bro.
It's Rip Bro. It's Rip Bro. What the
Rip,
fuck?
bro.
You know
I'll be
how to
ripping them, bro. I'll be ripping them, bro. So thanks for everybody joining. Rodney Prophet, thank you.
Rodney. What up, Supremo? Big
Supreme,
Primo.
what's up? Welcome.
Rodney.
So
Big
let's
Rodney,
get
man.
this started because we got what I believe is gonna be a good show for us with our 4-year anniversary.
Yes,
4
sir.
years, bro. 4 years, man.
4 joints. Yo, back then I didn't need glasses. It was crazy how time.
Right, and you saw how far back you were sitting too.
Yeah, I didn't need
There was no
glasses.
squinting,
It just all of a sudden my eyes said, "Fuck you."
and I look so much more handsome too. I don't know what happened, bro. We all get older, right?
You know, that's that
We all get old.
acidic levels in the vagina. Change your color.
That's MTA. All right, man. I'm not even gonna get to So what happened to you?
Me?
You just got burned up completely.
Yeah, it just took me out.
Acid.
Doesn't want to grow.
It's acid. All right, so let's start. We're gonna jump on something prior. No, let's start by talking about something that just happened this past week. All right, we're gonna get a little serious here for a moment. This comes
This
out.
happened where?
This comes from North Carolina, Charlotte, North Carolina. Bus operator by the name of Ethan Rivera. He was operating his bus, and it from what the reports say, seems like there was some kind of confrontation on the road with another driver. We could only imagine what it could have been the argument back and forth, but it got to the point where it escalated to the point that the other driver pulled up next to Mr. Rivera while he was still driving the bus, pulled out a gun and started shooting into the cabin several times. One of them hitting him, I believe, hitting him in the head. The bus swerved off the road. I think there was maybe 2 people in the bus, I believe. They weren't hurt, but he pretty much was killed that way. He knew the dangers. He didn't care too much for that line that he was working. So he had those concerns about that route that he was on and that area. So I would say something like our B35, something like that. I'm sure in the Bronx there might be something else just
all of
bad.
them.
Every
All the lines in the Bronx.
place has some line that you wish you didn't have to work. We have a little clip from that newscast real quick. Let me see where it's at and throw it on. Where is it?
I got it.
You got it? Okay.
That's not it. That's not the clip.
That's not the clip.
Ethan Rivera, where is it?
Ethan, yeah. You got it? I got it. Here you go.
Rivera was shot and killed uptown while working his bus route Friday night after a verbal exchange with another driver. We have heard from several CATS employees who tell us they don't feel safe.
Bus drivers are getting spit on, cursed at, name calling like you have no idea.
One employee who wants to remain anonymous says there are some safety measures in place, like safety training at hire, a panic button for emergency, and a partition to shield drivers from passengers, but they're not stopping violent crimes from taking place.
Is at one point they had sheriffs down there at the center. They're long gone, so nobody's riding our bus with us for safety.
Drivers want the agency to work with staff to improve the workplace environment.
It's crazy because that's, even though that's where that happened at?
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Charlotte, North Carolina. It's
Company
it
CATS. That's
it
the
mirrors what was happening not just there. It's happening here in New York. It's happening in California. It's happening all over. All these bus companies. This is a daily occurrence with bus companies. So again, it goes back to back in the days when we were talking about putting 4 partitions in the driver's compartment. They need to do that. What they're waiting for already. One guy just died. Now that's not here, but they're gonna wait for that to happen here. We already had a death that happened here. They want another one to happen here before they put the full partitions. This is something that not just the union, but the members need to be fighting about. The members need to be on the union's ass so that the union can get on transit's ass and get this stuff implemented, get this stuff put in.
Yeah, I mean, obviously they're not gonna give us. I mean, maybe it'll be years later after even I retire. Bulletproof glass on the buses, but this also, we get trained to how to deal with certain customers. Like we've always said, man, we don't know exactly what happened, but sometimes it's best to just drive the bus. Somebody cuts you off, whatever. But I know we're human, and sometimes some things happen and you just need to say something. But that's still not a reason for anybody to lose their life just because you're having a verbal argument. There was no reason for that person to shoot the bus operator. There really isn't. What threat was the bus operator to him? There was no threat. It was just a verbal talk back and forth, and then just keep on going. But no, the guy had to continue to that point where he had to take the bus operator's life. That ain't right. But we do need more safety out there. We do need more cops out there to be on our buses, which we still haven't seen. Even
Eric Adams had just promised to put more police officers in transit, but I think I think that the members shouldn't rely on that. I think the members really need to get together, either a petition or whatever they have to do to get the union to bring this to the forefront of all the issues. Because no matter what other issues you might have with transit, whether it be pay, whether it be work related as far as hours, overtime, vacation, none of that stuff matters if you're 6 feet under. None of that stuff matters. So the first thing that should be on the members' agenda, the first thing that should be on the union's agenda is to get transit to somehow come up with the money, because they got the money.
The money's
to pay
there.
for full enclosures, bulletproof glass if necessary, especially in New York, bulletproof glassing, full compartment enclosures to protect the drivers. That will cut a lot of this COVID stuff out because you're enclosed in your own little area. It'll cut a lot of beef out because you're enclosed in certain. They could use the glass that they use at the token booths, right? Those glasses are bulletproof, aren't they? Use that same material to cover the driver's compartment. You got to keep the members' face. The members safe. I mean,
Prophet is saying that's what was going on in that. Remember the story we're talking about? The other, I forgot where was it? The story where they shot up at the bus. It was in another state, and that union was asking for bulletproof vests for the drivers. That's how bad it's gotten over there.
I mean,
when it gets to the point where you got to think about getting your driver's bus bulletproof vest, that's
really a problem.
That's a very big problem.
See,
Ray, thanks for joining us.
To me, bulletproof vests, as good as they are, still doesn't work well because your whole head is open. Yeah. Your whole head is open. So, what good is a bulletproof vest if they murk you in your head? If they see a bulletproof vest, they're not going to shoot for your chest. They're going to shoot for your face. People
we need something
nowadays, especially with COVID, people are high strung. The littlest thing is going to set them off. You don't even have to say anything. You don't even have to say it. You could just look a certain way, and that's it. That's it for them. They had enough.
They come in ready. They come in just ready.
They're
already pissed. But a lot of them, they're already pissed
off. They need somebody to take that out on, and you're the first person they're going to see. So it don't matter what you say.
Especially if you're running late. Especially if you come in late to the bus stop.
Ray, we say that all the time. Just drive. You can drive, but there's some lines where it doesn't even matter. You could be doing
Yeah.
absolutely nothing, and they're gonna come on and they're gonna get at you. And it's usually our own people. It's usually our own people that come right after us, and they know which buttons to press because they are us. So they know what buttons to press to get you out of your character.
They do it purposely.
Yep, they know because they want somebody to take it out of, and you are that person. It's not a personal
Our
thing.
heart's definitely going. There's just something they did a bus out there for him.
Yep.
And
It's
you
nice.
know,
They should do the same thing like what we do when the people put the black tape over the badges.
mm-hmm.
They should do that too. I think all the agencies should do that. Whenever an operator gets killed in the line of duty, I think all agencies should do that. If you're an operator, everybody should put a badge. I mean, they probably will never have their badge shown again, but everybody should participate in the morning of that person because it's a brother on the job or a sister on the job. You know.
Yeah, actually, once had the little. Well, back then when Edwin, I
And
actually
Edwin, yeah, they did that.
sewed myself a little like elastic to put over my badge.
I just put black tape.
Oh, well, that worked too.
It is what it is.
So that's a good call right now, Eric. We ask our brothers and sister bus operators, and this just happened. If you go to work tomorrow, your little piece of black tape in remembrance, and let's put it over our badge.
That's it.
Everybody.
I mean, spread
Everybody.
the word. Put the black tape on for.
It doesn't have to be for
Ethan.
New York. We're all bus operators, regardless where we come from.
That's right. Everybody, we show solidarity with everybody who's an operator. Ethan got killed in the line of duty. Something can happen to you and I at any moment. At any moment. Especially if you don't have the full enclosures. Right?
Terrible, terrible, terrible thing that have happened. What else did I have on him? Actually, I don't know. Should I throw the TikTok they did for him?
Yeah, put it up there.
Even on TikTok, somebody created a little video. Let me see where it's at, and I'll throw that in. Then we move on. Right here.
Yeah.
So our hearts go out to the family and friends of Ethan Rivera. So Blunt, what do we have next?
Strollers.
Yeah. So this other thing that's coming up right now. A bunch of moms are gotten together. They even have what do you call it? A petition because they're saying that the rule of MTA and the strollers, it's not right, and they're asking the MTA to ease on down the road, to ease on down on the strollers. They say it's a total nightmare. Relax. That's the word they say. They want to relax for the stroller policy on buses. Some of them say that they have something they're carrying the child, and another one the stroller. They have packages, and the fact that they have to take everything out before getting on the bus, and have to close the stroller. Some of them say that they feel that it is safer having the child in the stroller because sometimes the bus jerks forward and you have the child will slip off your lap. So how do you guys feel about it? Because I know there's going to be I see both sides myself, Blunt, to tell you the truth.
Mm-hmm.
But this happened a few years ago. I had a woman, she got all upset because I asked her to close the stroller prior to coming in. It was a nice day out. That's another thing. If it's freaking pouring rain, I feel that, okay, you're going to come in. I'm going to wait, though. I'm going to wait for you to take a child out, and I'm going to wait for you to close that stroller before I move. Because they say you got the baby, you're carrying a baby, you have it on the stroller, and I'm asking you to do the outside, and the kid is sleeping. You got to have a heart sometimes. So
They should have common
sweet.
sense. If it's raining or snowing out there, don't have them do it out there. That doesn't make no
Right.
sense.
So okay, come on in the bus and do it, but I'm gonna wait for you to close it.
Right.
But it was a good day. So I told the lady, Miss, you need to. She was the last one coming in, so I closed the door. She was trying to just bring the stroller up, so I opened the door. She's all upset. I said, Miss, you gotta close the stroller. I'm gonna close it. I'm gonna close it when I come in. I'm gonna close it when I come
Yeah,
in.
they do that all the time.
Yeah. So I said, okay. All right. She just came in and sat down. So here I'm waiting 15 seconds, 30 seconds. I'm like, Miss, the stroller. I can't close the stroller. It's broken. I can't close the stroller. I can't take my baby out. I said, Miss, you just told me you was going to do it. So she went back and forth. I hit the RTC button. They come back. The friggin' console comes back and it comes over the intercom. So he's like, operator, what's the problem? So I let him know what happened. So what do they say? Oh, just ask the customer to take the baby off the stroller. They could leave it open.
Take the baby out the stroller, which
Just take the
kind of
baby out of the
defeats the
stroller.
purpose of
Take the
taking
baby out of
the
the stroller, but they could leave it open. Just drive slowly. So then she's in the back, go, ha ha, motherfucker. So now I had to drive her like 5 stops to her destination, and her just continue bickering in the back, And that's another
But
thing.
did she take the baby out the stroller?
She took the baby out the stroller. She did, but she would not fold the stroller.
And that's part of the rules. It is.
Yeah, but that's another thing. Then we have management
It doesn't
pretty much throwing us
follow
under the
through.
bus instead
Yeah, it
of
doesn't follow
covering up
through.
for us.
I mean, it's right here. I got a screenshot of it. It says, tips for riding. When you go, you can type it in and this comes up. And if you see down the side, it says tips for riding. 1, 2, 3, fourth one down. Just fold strollers before you board and keep them folded during the ride. That's one of the rules they put in there. You can look it up right now.
And look, updated just last year in November.
Mm-hmm. It's I mean, why do you think they say that? Do you think they're doing that just to be idiots, or what's the reason? What's the reason for them? We talked about this years ago.
Yeah,
It just keeps coming back,
Yeah. So now these women, they just want to they want to change it. What does it say
I
here?
mean, it's
Several
issue.
moms told the agency leaders Tuesday that it's a challenge to close the cars during boarding, all while making sure the young ones are safe on board. Babies wiggle, but mine is heavy. Just get a smaller stroller. Those.
If you know you're gonna travel on the bus, they have the strollers that all you do is you step on and you pull.
Yeah, I mean, that's it. I mean, you shouldn't, if you're gonna go out all shopping with your kid, that's
$500 stroller and you can't fold it when you need to fold it.
Exactly. So for all these women, I say sorry, man. Sorry. Get a smaller stroller and be prepared if you're gonna go ride a bus.
It's a safety issue. It's to protect the baby's life. We have stories. I don't know if they're true or not, but we have stories of people falling down on children in carriages and killing them.
So check this out. In 2017, how many cameras does he have? In 2017, a Brooklyn dad launched an online petition that's gotten up to 55,000 supporters. So it was a dad that started this petition.
A dad, wow.
A dad in 2017. For the MTA to relax its stroller rule. So now there's the spokesman of MTA said that they're going to be looking at it. They're going to be looking at the risk, and they're going to take a fresh look at it. So guys and girls, don't be
Here's the thing.
surprised.
So if they go ahead and start relaxing on the rules, right? On the rules of them not, closing the stroller. If something happens on a bus and it involves a stroller, will they hold the drivers liable or not? Because if they're not gonna hold if the drivers will not be held
if they change
liable,
the rule, then we're not at fault.
But
but they're gonna look at the speed. What speed
that has to be
going?
done in paper, because you can say what you want, and then something happens, and all of a sudden you're out of a job and you're facing criminal negligence or some kind of murder charge because you drove your bus and you took a turn and somebody dropped on a kid because he tripped over the stroller and killed the kid. So now you get a whole lot of shit.
Call counsel. Call consul, and if they say go ahead, it's okay. Then take their name, ask for the name, or ask for the badge. You know, okay, you want me to drive with a dangerous situation? Give me your badge number. What's your pass number? Because if something happens to me, I want to know. I want to let them know what dispatcher told me that it was okay to drive with this child still in the stroller or on the mom's lap. You know, we got to cover our asses anyway.
Yeah, and Rodney makes a good point. Most likely, they're going to say you're going to have to strap the stroller down. So now you got wheelchairs and you got strollers that you got to strap. So
there was a comment on a page where I found that article where it's from another state where the bus operators, they actually put the strollers where the wheelchair part goes and strap down with a child. But if it's already taken with a wheelchair, then the parent has to fold the stroller and take the child off the stroller.
I mean, that's a good compromise. It's going to piss a lot of people off, but safe.
I mean, we're not always carrying wheelchairs, so if you don't have a wheelchair, strap them down in there.
Yeah, that's a good compromise. See, okay, you don't want to fold the stroller? All right, I got to strap them in then.
Yeah.
It's one or the other. You know, now they're going to be mad.
We strap down the special. There's some special strollers that you know, with special needs children, I guess, strapped. Well, not a regular one.
Right.
So, all right. So, what we're going to talk about now? Do we throw a promo? We have.
We come back from this quick break. We're gonna have we're gonna be joined by none other than the man, the myth, the legend, KRIS KRAVEN, Father KRAVEN.
Father KRAVEN.
Father KRAVEN.
You waiting for me?
Yeah, I was talking. That was the segue, bro. Here we go.
In a world where stress is at an all-time high, where politics and disease have taken over the headlines, Brooklyn Pete and your boy Blunt present to you the original talk and live entertainment show for transit workers worldwide. Two Transit Misfits. Subscribe and hit the bell to stay notified.
Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I fear no evil. Astro Morales, at Indies Unite, I fear no evil because I walk with the 3 most dangerous letters in independent wrestling today.
March 12th, be there.
Let it all come crashing down, burn the castle to the ground. Hang their lies, no disguise, it's our time. Let it all come down.
Father KRAVEN.
Father
Here I
KRAVEN.
am. My chair a little so you
Where's
can
he
see
going?
me, my handsome face. Look at me. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, me, Father KRAVEN, I am proudly here to present to you Indies Unite, New Evolution Wrestling. We're putting together 5 independent wrestling companies for one show to bring you an action-packed, fun-filled night of action, excitement, adventure. You're going to love every second of it. The tickets are $25 for first row, $25 for second row, $20 for general admission. Hit me up, hit anybody up from New Evolution Wrestling. But I digress. I am not here today to just promote wrestling. Ladies and gentlemen.
We didn't even have to say nothing.
Yeah.
We were all pointing out on how we're going to bring you in. And you just...
I have so much energy. You know where all this energy comes from? The last time we spoke, did I have this much energy? Do you know where all this energy comes from?
Crack?
You don't know, so I'm going to tell you. The greatest transformation app in the world.
Mine comes from here.
You come from there. I come from DDP Yoga.
Tell us about it.
What is that? What the hell?
Why? Why?
I don't know.
Because
for some
it's not your
reason,
mama's yoga. Okay?
I don't think I want to see you doing the dog, the dog man prayer. I don't know if I want to visualize
down dog, buddy. Down dog.
There you
Listen to me. In 2020, I suffered from coronavirus. I was miserable. I was depressed. I was a broken man. 2021 came around and a friend texted me. He said, listen, did you see Diamond Dallas Page's new documentary. And for those of you that don't know, Diamond Dallas Page is a former professional wrestler. He's retired now. He's a 3-time world heavyweight champion, and he's a Hall of Famer. But before all of that happened, Diamond Dallas Page broke his back in 3 places in a wrestling ring. And through necessity and watching his wife get such great results from yoga, he said, I'm a guy from the Jersey Shore. I'm never doing yoga. Get out of here. I'm a man's man. But he took all the extras out of it, and he combined yoga moves with isometrics. Basically, he calls it dynamic resistance, and old school calisthenics to come up with this revolutionary program. Now, for all of you know me, I'm a big guy. I'm short, but I'm round, like a meatball. I'm not so round anymore. In a year and a month, I have lost 65 pounds thanks to following the DDP yoga program.
We got pictures for that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Crazy.
I would like you guys to show the pictures and save the amazing one for last. Okay, you can
look
see
at
the
that.
before
Look at
and
that.
after
So
pictures.
tell us
I'm
what's still going on
going.
over here.
Almost
On the
a
left,
year.
you had a little too many tacos. Okay.
He was like
Yeah, a
9
little
months
too many
there.
tacos on the left.
He was 9 months. He had the baby in February.
And then I had the baby, and we
So we
popped.
got a picture number 2.
That's the side angle. You could see that I had like a big beer belly going on, but that wasn't a beer belly. That's called a bus driver belly, folks. Because what do? We sit and we eat all day. We sit and we drive our bus, and we come home and we sit and we eat, and we don't do anything, and we're ruining our bodies, and we're causing ourselves, a lot of us, to not even get to retirement. And we're dying
Look at that
because we're
picture.
doing all the wrong stuff. This is the amazing picture right here. The flexibility that this program gives you, because it's all core strength training.
I see
Your
that,
core
man.
is the most important thing on your body besides your brain. Your core strength training. And as we sit and we drive and our back starts to hurt us and we get that belly, and that round little belly comes about, and you start to bend forward, bend forward, bend forward, you're putting all that pressure on your back, and you're ruining your back. And when you retire, you're going to be walking around with a cane. You're going to be hunched over. That's where the hunchback comes from, the little old man with the cane. So a friend of mine told me to watch this video. The video's name is Relentless. It's Diamond Dallas Page's new documentary that came out last year. It is amazing. There is a gentleman in there that hooked me. His name is Arthur. Arthur was a paratrooper for the military. Arthur blew out his knees. He had a hurt back, bad ankles. He had knee braces, ankle braces, back braces, and he walked with wraparound canes. And he just typed in one day, broken back yoga, and he came up with DDP yoga. And Diamond Dallas Page spoke to him and told him, like, if you follow my plan, I can help you. So he laid out the plan, and he didn't expect Arthur to say much because he saw what shape he was in. And Arthur came back with one sentence: I can do this. And Diamond Dallas Page said, give me your phone number. We'll talk about this right now. Now, mind you, when Diamond Dallas Page broke his back in the wrestling ring, 3 of the top spine specialists in the world told him he would never wrestle again. And 10 months of doing this program, Diamond Dallas Page came back, and he was a 3-time world champion. It's an amazing program, folks. That's all I can tell you. Arthur, after 10 months of doing the program, lost the canes, lost the ankle braces, lost the knee braces. Arthur could run again. Now, on top of the exercise program, it's also a diet program. And it's not a diet program because we hate the word diet. Diet, the first part of that is die, because when you diet, you die. You never stick to a diet. It's a change of life. It's, figuring out what works with your body and what you can make work with your body.
What about the food?
The food, and I'm going to tell you, and you're not going to believe, because you guys have seen me eat. We've been at barbecues together. I eat non-GMO, gluten-free, dairy-free now. I juice 2 times a day now. I just started juicing this year. I get vegetables and I juice vegetables. It's a program that you work at your own pace at any level. You can do it in the chair. He has what's called chair force. He has bed flex, and then he starts you off on beginner, and he goes intermediate, advanced, And some of the stuff that I can do now, I couldn't even do in my 20s when I wanted to be a wrestler and was training to do it. My flexibility is insane and off the charts. And just so you guys don't think this is bull and that I had those pictures photoshopped or anything like that.
We know
do a
you
little
don't play like that.
demonstration.
Nah, I want to see.
Here we go.
Let me
Don't be
Hold on.
sucking it in.
Let's pull him up in case
See?
it's a blooper.
Yeah.
Let's put him up there. There we
There
go.
you go.
see me. I'll push the camera up a little. Just so you guys know, there's no bull to this.
This is live.
It took me a couple of
Wait.
months to get this.
Should I
This is
put up a
something I can
disclaimer?
do.
Oh my God. Oh,
I couldn't do this a year ago, and I could do it with both legs.
Oh, I was waiting for you to do both legs at the same time. Man, that'd be
No, I
impressive.
can't do both legs. I'm working on that one.
You like gold
That's
member.
awesome. You know we're joking, but
Flexibility
yeah,
of
that
this
is
program
awesome.
is out of control. I
He
don't know
like
if you
gold
guys-
member.
I'll put you down on the floor so you can watch me. I
Should
can
we change the
basically-
rating on? Thank God we put the one.
I touch the floor and I can bend my elbows now as I'm touching the floor. Insane. The insane flexibility here is ridiculous. I have my arms wrapped around my legs. If you could see that.
Yeah, bro. I'm impressed because I can't do that.
Oh, look, somebody say do the floor split.
Do a floor
Do the
split.
floor split.
No, if he drops hard on the floor enough, he'll split it. That's good, bro. Yeah.
I mean, Jesus, what are we watching here? What's going on here?
Somebody tuning in right now, they're like, "What the?
What the hell is going on?
Two
around
cans
here?
of mints with porn? What is
Guys,
this?"
Oh, Dad, did we put the wrong disclaimer up?
That's just a small demonstration of the flexibility that I have now. And I got to tell you, through the eating program and just changing my lifestyle, I
That's
have become
impressive.
what Diamond
That's
Dallas
impressive,
is.
bro. That's
And you know
impressive.
what,
So how do
folks?
we get into this thing? Anybody
That's
that's
what I'm
interested?
about to tell you.
What's the
Now,
cost?
What's the hook? What do you think this would cost you?
I just saw it. No, I saw it online.
$150. No,
it's free?
there's an app right on your phone that you can take all over the world with you, wherever you go. $9.99 a month.
I
How
saw
can you
this.
beat
Check this out, Chris. I saw this. I just pulled this up.
Exactly. There's his.
$199.
Well, that's a video. So
That's the
down on your
documentary that hooked me.
Oh,
that's
what
the
you watched?
documentary right there.
That's the documentary.
For those who's
Relentless,
looking,
yes.
that's on Prime right now. You just type it in "Relentless" with dollars.
You could probably, I believe we can.
Yeah, there's
see it
other
on
ways you
YouTube
could watch
for
it.
free.
Yeah.
You
I
can
mean,
see it
anyway.
on YouTube for free.
Right.
If you don't believe me and you think I'm pulling your leg, watch. It's an hour. Everybody has an hour to give. You know, all I'm asking is watch Relentless for 1 hour. It was life changing for me. I'm not the same person I was in 2020.
No, you're half the person.
I'm half the person I used to be. I went
No,
into a
that's
storm.
some good stuff there, Chris. I mean, I'm really proud
I
of you.
went into a storm in 2020, and COVID
I remember.
mentally and physically ruined me.
I remember.
And I came out of that storm a different person. And through working the DDPY program, I have grown into an unstoppable, relentless person now.
Nice.
And that's our motto: is we are unstoppable. And
That's
what
the
does
wrestler
unstoppable
talking,
mean?
man.
What does unstoppable mean to you? Unstoppable to me is setting goals and knocking them down, whether it be physical goals, mental goals, personal goals. And you can work this program at your own pace, anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour and a half. Everybody's got a half hour, right? You can throw a half-hour workout in and you're stretching your body. It's stretching and strengthening your body to degrees you could never imagine. I can, like I said, I can do things now I couldn't even do in my 20s, and I feel so much better. Everybody knows Ridgewood Terminal. I used to be going up the stairs in Ridgewood Terminal, and I was in so much pain that it was hard for me to walk up those stairs. Fresh Pond Depot, it was hard for me to walk up those stairs. So
I think it's gonna take a little more than just watch the video, Chris.
No, it's going to take a little more than watching the video, Mr. Hammer. You have to put the work in. Listen, you get what you give with,
You get
like
what you
with
put in.
anything else.
Mhm.
Diamond Dallas Page says for $9.99 a month, and he gives deals sometimes too. He gives 10% off, 15% off, holiday sales. So you're spending, how many of us waste $10 a month on nonsense, crap that you don't even use or you don't even need? How many of us go to the drive-through window? And I'm not going to blow smoke up your butt. No. You have to lose Burger King's phone number. Tell Ronald McDonald to take a hike. Tell Wendy you can't have a date with her tonight. And you have to put the work in and eat properly. The stuff we eat and the stuff that we're programmed to eat is ridiculous. In his documentary and through his program, he tells you, as you get deeper into it, certain movies that you should watch, documentaries, like GMO, OMG, stuff that was life-changing for me. Food Inc. And these all tell you all the crap that's put in our food. Now, I don't know about you, but I like to share with you guys because you're my family. My first two children have ADHD. My third child is on the autism spectrum. That could have all, can't be proven because that's the way life is, and they don't let you do enough tests and everything like that. But that could have all been from the food that me and my wife consumed while we were young.
Allegedly, right.
Could have caused those problems for our children.
Allegedly.
And we had no choice in it because in the 90s, they started adding stuff to food that we were never even told about. So
Allegedly, yeah.
I'm trying my best to eat clean now. Helping my family eat clean now. And I want to tell you guys something too. I don't get paid to do this. I'm not on Diamond Dallas Page's payroll. I set out to start this program because after watching Relentless and seeing Arthur's story, because Arthur was in such bad shape, my 15-year-old son was watching it with me. You guys have met him. He's been at some of the parties. He turned around and he said, "Dad, that's freaking amazing. Oh my God, Dad, that could be you." And out of the mouths of babes set a fire in my heart that I haven't stopped with yet. I have been relentless since that day.
And it's showing. It's showing. I mean, you look amazing.
Thank you.
Yeah, big change, definitely.
And your attitude is really, I mean, you always had a great attitude, but I remember when you caught COVID, how, and we used to talk behind the scenes, you know, how it affected you mentally.
Yes.
And it was really bad. I mean, and it's like now, look, you're a whole different person, and I'm glad you found something to help get you through, and it's something that's going to benefit you not just physically but mentally, and
Or it has
it's
already.
showing, it's proven to work. So
One of the things Diamond Dallas says is today is here, so don't plan for today. I started looking at my retirement, which is 15 years from now. I want to be able to see great grandkids. That's one of my goals now. Like, why can't I live that long if I keep my body in good shape and do the right things? Diamond Dallas Page is 66 years old and he could put his foot over his head. He can do 20 to 30, 40, 50, 10-second push-ups where you go down, you count 10 as you're going, you come up, and he's blowing people away a quarter of his age, 20-year-olds. He's blowing them away. And it's all by just putting the work in. He puts the work in daily. When you get his videos or you go on his program or you get the app, he doesn't use fitness models. He doesn't go out there and buy Barbie dolls to do this. He uses people that work the program. And you'll see the physical changes. One of my friends, his name is Justin Dobbins. Maybe he's watching. Hey, Justin, what's up? The guy was 700 pounds. He's lost over 450 pounds. Justin is an amazing story. My friend Candy, her name is Candy Rotten. She was one of the grand champions a couple of years ago. She used to be almost 300 pounds. Now she's 150 pounds, and she's totally changed her life and her thinking. And she goes through struggles daily. But the thing is you don't let it get you, and you keep pushing forward. And this program gives you that mindset of you need to be unstoppable. You need to keep pushing forward. What he says is find your why. Why do you want to do this program? Why do you need this program in your life? And then go set out your goals. He has a list that he calls the SmackDown list. and everything's geared around wrestling. Go figure. But he has a SmackDown list. I take
This is
my
probably one
SmackDown-
reason why you got into it too, being that you were into the wrestling that got your attention.
I mean, it fits you perfectly. It's something that you
Exactly.
It's helping you in the
works
ring.
for me. And I go around and I went and I started this to prove him wrong. Like, this isn't going to work for me. I've tried diets. I've tried working out. I used to go to the gym. This isn't going to work to me. I started out like a lot of us that start out with this program. We're here to prove you wrong. This isn't going to work for me. And lo and behold, a year and a month later, I'm here. And I feel the best I've felt in a long time. I have goals in my life. I have things I want to achieve. I have personal goals, family goals, and physical goals. And I just keep pushing forward. I just keep pushing forward. I
So
have three
KRAVEN,
little
so once
friends.
again, what's the app and what's
The app on your phone, any phone, you can get the app. It's called DDP Yoga Now. It's the
DDP Yoga
Now app.
and
You
it's
sign up for it.
$9.99
$9.99
a month.
and it might even be on sale or whatever. I don't know what sales he's given lately.
Did I freeze? Oh no.
No,
Did
he
he
froze.
freeze?
Oh,
Can
there
you
you
hear
go. You're back. Yep.
Hold on, I'll come out and back in.
No, you're good.
No,
You're
you're
in.
good.
You're in. You're in. Oh, he left us.
What did it say? DDP what?
DDP.
Relentless? No.
Let's take this
Yoga Now.
moment to do a quick little shout out to our female misfit from
Oh, yeah.
Tucson.
Yeah,
Female
definitely.
misfit from Tucson. Yeah, we can't forget that. Miss Gloria Martinez.
While we wait for KRAVEN.
Yeah, she's our misfit from Tucson, Arizona, and she's been with us for a long time in our group, and always part of it. And we want to just let you guys know she's running for assistant chief. You can read her poster: 27 years union member and coach operator, Teamster from the beginning, 19 years, 42-day strike captain. Anyway, you could read everything there. Things that we need here on TWU Local: transparency, dependability, unbiased.
Is there a way we can send her, support? I mean, we know we can't go into that election.
We can't
but
vote for her.
can we send her, guys? If you go on the Next Plus Peace page, maybe start a petition to say vote her in. That New York is behind her.
Well, we
like
say here, folks, hit the hearts if you want to, to start with show her some love. Put a comment, and please share this show along. Maybe you'll get to whatever depot group she's in up there that you could see it. She's been a long time misfit with us. She is.
She's always been an activist as far as their union's concerned. She's always been doing something for them.
Always some
So
point.
this is a good time for her to actually get in there. She's been doing it without the title, so this is a good time to get her the title.
So, vote for Gloria Martinez, assistant chief, guys.
Yep. Was you want to bring KRAVEN back?
Yeah, let's bring KRAVEN back. All right. Oh.
Yeah.
All right, KRAVEN.
I'm back. I had a little technical difficulties. That's what happens when you live by the beach.
So it's the app is called what?
It's DDP Yoga Now app.
Yoga Now.
And you can look it up on any device, and you can add it to any device. The only thing he suggests is you get a heart rate monitor. He sells them, but he says you could get a heart rate monitor that works with the app. You don't necessarily have to buy his. And you wear your heart rate monitor while you do the workout so you can see the change in your heart rate. I start a workout and my heart rate is like 75, 80. During the workout, I can jump my heart rate up to 160 and bring it right back down to 80.
Oh, DDP Yoga Fitness.
That's it. DDP Yoga Now. It's like a black background with blue.
No, fitness.
No. It's different. It's different.
That could be it.
Isn't that the background right there, DDP?
No, I have it right here. I'm about to share it with the screen.
You have a different one?
Yep. I'm sharing with the screen right now.
This is DDP Yoga Fitness. Best rated
DDP
low
Yoga
impact.
Fitness or DDP Yoga Now.
Yeah.
Oh shit, what did I do with it? DDP Yoga Now. Oh, I have it here. It's in the background. You see it?
Yeah, we see it. DDP.
Yeah.
Okay. If
DDP.
anybody interested,
This is the act. I'm actually on it right now. This is what it looks like.
Yep, and on there he explains all about him. You could look him up on YouTube or anything. This is the fitness program you will actually stick with. I
So he
can't
has
say
different
enough about it.
plans.
It's mind blowing the
different plans.
results that you get.
okay, so anybody interested, you could freeze the screen if you need to see where again the name and guys check it out.
I'm gonna put the
link
in there. Yeah.
Blunt, I know that you have some physical ailments. He even has a rebuild series that can help you.
It's all mental with him. It's just all mental, bro. You can't help him. It's all mental.
It's all mental.
I can't help him.
Problems are all
I'm
mental.
unreachable.
It's
So
all
the
his
link is
name.
there.
Blunt.
The link is there. Black Knight, I'll put the link up so you can click on there and take you right to his page.
So
There you
once
go.
again, like I said, I don't get paid to do this. I'm doing this because I believe, and this is what he does. He lets people show their work word of mouth. He doesn't have any sales reps going around selling it. He doesn't have any people doing door-to-door knocking. He came up with this program with a couple of his good buddies. His one friend is a yoga doc. His one friend's a nutritionalist. And he put all of this stuff together. And you heard of Dark Side of the Ring? If there was a show called Light Side of the Ring, Diamond Dallas Page would get tired of being in every episode because he just enjoys and loves to help other people succeed in life. One of his closest friends is Jake the Snake Roberts. Jake the Snake was a trainer and mentor to him. Jake the Snake was down on his luck. Jake the Snake was broken. He was bloated, overweight, on drugs, on alcohol. DDP took this program to Jake the Snake and actually brought Jake the Snake to his house to live with him and do this program. Within a certain amount of time, Jake the Snake had lost weight, eating properly, changed his mindset, and Jake the Snake became a WWE Hall of Famer, which we never, ever in a million years. If you knew Jake the Snake in the late 90s to early 2000s and you watched anything that he did, the guy was a horror show. They called him the wrestling prodigal son. And DDP brought the prodigal son back home. And I like I said, I don't get paid to do this. I love this program so much that my wife is tired of hearing about it.
All right, plus,
we got
yeah.
We got.
So, thanks for bringing all that information.
The link is
Not
in there
a
for you guys. If you want to go there and check it out, the link is in there. You can go there right now, click it up. Well, not right now because we watch.
Go to the app, sign up. You won't regret it. And by the time you're finished, you'll be just like me, and you'll awaken to a new reality. Bang.
Cool. KRAVEN, thanks for that. So, you want to hang out with us to end? I don't know.
I'm here, boys.
Just got one more
I don't
topic,
know.
and we got one
We'll
more
be able
topic.
to. You think you'll be able to hit that topic?
We try to make it short. So.
In 7 minutes.
Yeah, 7 minutes. We'll make it short. We'll make it short. But I got to get it in there because it was supposed to be on last week, so we got to get it in there.
But before that, we'll come right back right after this, real quick.
Right.
You fellas need a ride?
I gotta ask, man. What's it like living without the internet?
It's all right. I just get photos of your mom through the mail.
Emotional damage.
All right, so 2 weeks ago, I said I was going to talk about the India I.R.I.P, the Joe Rogan scandal, so we're going to try to break it down real fast. A lot of people know that Joe Rogan they were trying to cancel Joe Rogan for his misinformation on the COVID. And one of the people that was doing that was India I.R.I.P. And they were saying that she was part of the people that were pulling out. It was Neil Young was the first one to pull out and say that he didn't want his music played on Spotify if they're going to keep supporting Joe Rogan with his misinformation on COVID. And there was a list of other people who joined that action to pull their stuff off of Spotify. India I.R.I.P was one of them. But it comes to find out that the reason why she pulled her song wasn't really necessarily because of Rogan. The misinformation with COVID. It has something to do with it, but it really wasn't. And this is one of the videos that was going around, and we're gonna go real quick into it.
Hey y'all, I want to leave a short message here about why I decided to ask my music be pulled off of Spotify. So check this out.
No white people. Says, okay, take me to this one. And the guy goes, okay. I goes, is that in a good neighborhood? He's like, oh, yeah. Guy barely speaks English. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. Oh, we're going to see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no white people.
So that's one of the reasons that she's claiming that she wanted her music off of Spotify. Now, of course, these are clips that are old, but you know how cancel culture is. So I mean, I don't really have to say to her because she says it again. Check this out.
I empathize with the people who are leaving for the COVID disinformation reasons, and I think that they should. I also think that Joe Rogan has the right to say what he wants to say. I also think that I have the right to say what I want to say. So as an artist who builds, Spotify is built on the back of the music streaming. So they take this money that's built from streaming and they pay this guy $100 million, but they pay us 0.003% of a penny. Just take me off. I don't want to generate money that pays this. Just take me off.
Yeah, see, so contrary to the popular belief, it's not really so much about the COVID misinformation. It's more about them funding him and his racist ways, racist terminology that he's using on some of his podcasts. And so it's also the money. I didn't even know that that's what they get paid from Spotify, like 0.3 or 2% of the money. I mean, that is slavery. It's like slavery all over again. So, but she also said another thing that was interesting. Checking.
But I'm glad that I am being heard, and for that reason, I want to clarify my statements. Again, this is why. Watch this.
Now, when she said that, I'm not going to play that clip because what they did was they had a montage of Joe Rogan using the N-word. And in his defense, I'm not defending him, but just to put context in, that was 10 years worth of Joe Rogan's podcast crammed into about a minute or 2 minute video of him using the N-word, using the full word. Now, I just want to say, I'm not defending Joe Rogan in any way, but when you do stuff like that, you remove the context that it belongs to, which changes its appearance dramatically. I'm not saying that what he did was right or is it good or wrong. I'm just saying that there's no context to it. It's just him saying the word, the N-word, constantly. And it looks really bad. Even he said it himself that it looks bad. But again, there really is no context for him to say that. But he was using it. And in the beginning, you see what he said about that. So that's the main reason why she took her songs off of Spotify. Not necessarily because of the COVID misinformation, but because of this other stuff, the racism, the money, and stuff like that. But she has one more clip I want to show to get so that you know that it's coming for her, not for me.
So we know how social media can be. Things can be doctored. People are taken out of context. It's happened to me many times. However, I want to be clear in no uncertain terms. Where I stand on this is that he shouldn't even be uttering the word. Don't even say it under any context. Don't say it. That's where I stand. It's my right to stand there. I have always stood there. I have other feelings about it, but those are nuances that are not meant for this moment.
Right. You see? So this is just how I really wanted to bring this up because on top of the COVID misinformation, this misinformation is going on about a lot of other things, and this is like one of them. So I at first I thought she pulled her music just because she was joining Neil Young, but it turns out no, that's not why she pulled the music. And a lot of other people probably didn't know that until she came out with her own comments and stuff like that. Now Joe Rogan has issued an apology for that, and I have the apology which I'm going to play. But you see what she said, context is everything. Context is everything. Even though in this particular situation, there really is no context for him to use the word. But he makes an apology. I'm going to play the apology. You guys can tell me in the comments how sincere you think he is or unsincere it is. But you know, let me know what you think about it. This is the Joe Rogan's reply to all that stuff, because he ended up getting a lot of heat behind it, and who you know why? Check it.
I'm making this video to talk about the most regretful and shameful thing that I've ever had to talk about publicly. There's a video that's out that's a compilation of me saying the N-word. It's a video that's made of clips taken out of context of me of 12 years of conversations on my podcast, and it's all smushed together, and it looks fucking horrible, even to me. Now, I know that to most people, there's no context where a white person is ever allowed to say that word, never mind publicly on a podcast. And I agree with that now. I haven't said it in years, but for a long time, when I would bring that word up, like if it would come up in conversation, instead of saying the N-word, I would just say the word. I thought as long as it was in context, people would understand what I was doing. I was also talking about how there's not another word like it in the entire English language, because it's a word where only one group of people is allowed to use it, and they can use it in so many different ways. Like if a white person says that word, it's racist and toxic, but a black person can use it and it could be a punchline. It could be a term of endearment. It could be lyrics to a rap song. It could be a positive affirmation. It's a very unusual word, but it's not my word to use. I'm well aware of that now. And there's another clip that I have to address. There's a clip from 11 years ago. I was telling a story on the podcast about how me and my friend Tommy and his girlfriend, we got really high. We were in Philadelphia, and we went to go see Planet of the Apes. And we didn't know where we were going. We just got dropped off by a cab, and we got dropped off in this all-black neighborhood. And I was trying to make the story entertaining, and I said we got out, and it was like we were in Africa. It's like we were in Planet of the Apes. I did not, nor would I ever say that black people are apes, but it sure fucking sounded like that. And I immediately afterwards said, that's a racist thing to say. I deleted that whole podcast, but obviously somebody made a clip out of it and taken out of context. It looks terrible, but it looks terrible even in context. It's a fucking idiotic thing to say. And I was just trying to be entertaining. I certainly wasn't trying to be racist. And I certainly would never want to offend someone for entertainment with something as stupid as racism. My sincere and humble apologies. I wish there was more that I could say, but all of this is just me talking from the bottom of my heart. It makes me sick watching that video.
Folks, comment with how you feel. Comment with how you feel about this. Do you believe them?
He said, I would never say what I said. What I said. I mean,
you know, a lot of times you regress on what you said, but it's a little too late, you know, because I don't know. I don't know exactly how to feel about this, so I'm just
Black Knight. Yeah, when someone tells you who they are, believe them the first time, and also Black Knight put two good comments here. I accept his apology, but won't forget. I honestly feel like he was genuine in his apology, but he showed who he is. He really showed who he is, high or not. Even though he even said it in his own podcast, I did hear him say that was a racist thing to say. It was a racist thing to say, and that he should have never said it. He should have never said it. But you guys let us know how you feel about that in the comments. You know, if you think he was sincere, how do you feel about Inez Irie reason for pulling from Spotify? You know, if everybody pulled their stuff from Spotify, how much power they will cancel him. They will cancel him. Even though they gave him all that money, they will cancel him. Because in the long run, they're going to lose that money.
Well, they have that contract already, so they can't cancel him right now.
Oh, they'll find a way.
It's a contract.
They pulled a lot of his podcasts.
Yeah,
and they put warnings on his podcast now also.
Oh yeah, that they did. They put the warnings. The guys, I think we're done for tonight. Yeah. But Blunt, we did have to.
We have one thing to show real quick, and then we
one thing to show, and then because we're going to talk about it next week.
Next week, yes.
Right?
Next week, hopefully. Check this out, guys. Check it out real quick. Don't go nowhere. Look at this.
Join me when We Move New York takes over the Barclays Center.
Yes, peoples. That is you probably seen it already. It's all over social media right now.
KRAVEN, you've seen it? Oh, we don't hear you. You hold on.
Hold on.
Okay, you're
There
back.
we go.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Yeah, so
Now, hey,
New
that's
York
something that
City
maybe
Transit-
your wrestling company might try to do. If this guy could put TA in there, we could put.
Yeah, looking to getting a spot over there at the Barclays Center.
Hey,
Maybe you need to give this guy a call and see how he does this.
Big G is going to be doing that. He's holding a basketball game where
He's going to join us
have,
next week.
He's
maybe.
Hopefully, he barring no situation comes up, he is scheduled to be with us next week to talk about his basketball game. Knock on wood. Let's hope he comes through. But definitely against it's going to be trains against buses, guys. We got to support this because he wants to make it a yearly event. So,
and I have to
let everybody
digress.
know.
I said the sky's the limit, and that's the way I used to think. The sky can't be the limit when there's footprints on the moon. So
right.
aim for the stars.
That's right. Aim for the stars. Aim for the stars. And this
March
is
12th,
definitely.
don't forget wrestling. March 12th at the Elks Lodge, New York City.
We'll be there.
And DDPY also has a Facebook page. Join the Facebook group and watch the amazing transformations. The famous magician. What the heck is his name now? It's
Damien. We'll see you there, Damien.
David Copperfield posted on his Twitter and Instagram and said, "Stop what you're doing and watch real magic." And he was talking about DDP yoga. So join the page, join the app. What do you got to lose? Be prepared, change your life. It works if you work it.
Thanks again for joining us, and we will see you on the wrestling. I might bring my little one too. I might bring
Happy
my little one.
anniversary, everybody.
Hold on. And happy anniversary, 4 years. But any last? We were done. That's it.
Yep. So that's about it, man. Just remember, guys, share that out. It's in our next bus, please. Both the wrestling and the basketball game. Both things are a good way to go out and have fun. And definitely the basketball game because he wants to do that every year. And hopefully, guys, knock on wood, he will join us next week to talk more about it in depth in person. And we'll have him here. I definitely want to go to both events. Thanks, Damien, for the anniversary shout out. I definitely want to go to both events, and I'm looking forward to seeing Chris run around that ring as faster than he was before.
And one last thing, guys. I've been here at Next Bus Please since day one-ish.
Nice.
I knew Pete before there was.
We got to get him something for that, man.
I knew Pete before there was a Next Bus Please.
We got to get him something for that T-shirt.
OG in this group.
We got to hit him up. We'll hit you up.
We got something for you, Chris.
We got something for you,
I'm
Chris.
very, very proud of what you guys
All right,
have done.
Chris. All right, Chris. We gotta go, bro.
Very, very proud.
We gotta go, bro. Guys, we'll see you all next week. Chris KRAVEN, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. And with that said, I'm your Brooklyn Pete.
And I'm your boy Blunt.
And I'm Father KRAVEN, awakened to a new reality.
Yeah. Fuck them if they can't take a joke.
Everybody.
Later.